Hey everybody, it's Tom with the Board Gamer. Today we're going to do a quick overview and review of this game. For the full how to play, click the link in the description or the banner above. Let's get into it. Duck and Cover is a 2 to 7 player game for ages 8 and up, with an average gameplay length of 20 minutes, published by Captain Games. The basic overview of Duck and Cover has players start with a 4x3 grid of randomly placed numbers from 1 to 12 laid out in front of them. From a draw deck that is in the middle of the table, a card will be revealed, and all players will either cover, which lets them place the number revealed on top of an adjacent card, duck, which makes them move the matching card to any available spot in or around the 4x3 grid, or quack out loud to signal that the card is not visible in their grid. If all players quack, the revealed card is moved to the discard area. The round ends once a certain number of cards are placed in the discard area based on the number of players, or when a player has made a single stack in front of them. All cards in front of the player are then scored, and a new round begins. After 3 rounds, the player with the lowest score wins. Duck and Cover is one of those super simple games that should not be as good as it is. There's no player interaction, no resources to collect, and no engines to build. It is just a set of 12 cards that have points on them that you don't even want. But the game plays like a puzzle, and you feel like it's a race, even though each player has the same number of turns. So what is it that makes this game so interesting? Follow along with me and see if we can uncover what the duck is going on in this quacking game. Like I said previously, each player has a single duck family that has 12 cards. There are a number of duck families to choose from, but there is nothing special about any of them. They all have the same numbers and points on them. The main deck or captain deck has 2 of every numbers 1 through 12, and a pair of special cards, the repeat and the max card. From what I can tell, the magic of this game is not here in its components. There's nothing wrong with the components, but there's also nothing special about them. Which means we have to look deeper than the face value to see why this game is so enjoyable. Now, Duck and Cover is one of the easiest games that I can think of to pick up and play. A card is drawn from the captain deck, and you either use your copy of that card to duck, move the card, cover, place the card on top of another card, or quack if you don't have that number card in front of you. The hardest thing about Duck and Cover is remembering that less points is better than more points. You just have to remind yourself of golf rules. Lowest score wins. Another thing that makes this game easy to teach and play is it plays over 3 rounds, which lets you build and learn from the previous round, giving you a better understanding of the overall game. I think how luck and strategy play out in Duck and Cover is where the magic of this game lies. It's hard to think that there might be much or any strategy involved in a game that is simply having you move a single card whenever it is revealed from the deck. But even before you move that first card, you have to think about whether you want to try for a low score or swing big and make a single stack that scores the big -5 points. And as soon as you decide, everything changes once that card is revealed from the deck and you are stuck choosing what's best in that moment. Sounds like just luck, but in reality it's a puzzle. You can come in with a plan and realize the plan is only as good as the order of the cards are drawn. In my opinion, you almost always want to cover instead of duck. But that is coming from someone who only wins about 50% of the time. But that is also coming from someone who enjoys this puzzle 100% of the time. Duck and Cover is a 20 to 30 minute game that is simple to set up and play, with a score margin that is so close, unless you really screw up, that will usually have everyone wanting to play the game immediately, or even a third time. Best 2 out of 3. This is an area that Duck and Cover excels in. Replaying a game that is so quick and easy to actually set up and play, and to play again that has enough to really pull you in, is amazing. This makes it a great filler game, a great game to pull out anywhere, and a great game to enjoy over multiple playthroughs. The theme for Duck and Cover is about as deep as a shallow lake. Aside from ducks on the cards and quacking when you cannot perform the duck or cover action, this could really have been any theme. Usually this is where I would complain about the lack of streamline between the theme and the gameplay have together. But Duck and Cover is so fun and enjoyable, I don't even notice the theme. All I see is the puzzle in front of me. So what I've learned through writing this review for Duck and Cover is that even with limited components, basically 3 rules, no player interaction, and a theme that could just be ignored, I had fun. So much so that I continue to grab this game, especially to open up a game night, since it does not require a ton of brain power, nor is it a cutthroat game that starts the game night with some tension. It simply has great gameplay. This board gamer says, do not take cover or duck away from games like this. Duck and Cover is not boring. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.